Hello, Tim Chamberlain from Niagara Falls Soccer Club. My name is Deanna Nasso, and I'm here to tell you on ways to attract new volunteers. People of all ages volunteer at events for many reasons. Some could be because they need to complete hours, some because they want to support the cause, or some volunteer because they have personal experiences with that specific cause. However, sometimes it is difficult for an event to gain volunteers to help out throughout the day. Volunteering positions could last all day, or volunteering positions can last just a couple of hours. Sadly, people just don't have the time to volunteer nowadays, which affects not only the events, but the people within the event. After looking at the general social survey about demographics of volunteers, volunteering membership, and volunteering involvement, I've come up with 2 recommendations that you, as a sport club, can do to gain more volunteers for your special event. The first recommendation that I believe can help you as a club gain volunteers is to benefit the individuals that you are volunteering as well as the participants. By looking at the first graph from this general social survey, most of the people who took their survey have not changed the number of hours of volunteering they do per month. They have stayed the same. Also, if we look at the graph, more people have decreased the hours they volunteered per month than those who have increased their amount of hours. This is not good. We want people to not do the same amount of hours of volunteering or decrease the amount of hours they do. We want them to do more. In order to do this, benefiting the volunteers is a great way to increase the amount of hours people volunteer. Some ways that a club can benefit volunteers are creating draws for volunteers to win a prize, giving out a discount for a year if he or she wants to play soccer, or give a gift card to one of the sponsorships the club has. This is an exciting way for volunteers to have even more fun at an event than they already do by giving back to the event. Also, this can create customer loyalty, which can gain volunteers faster than you as a club can do on your own. Looking at the second graph with information from the General Social Survey, not many people stay committed to an organization. The amount of years that most people have stayed committed to an organization without looking at the number of people who did not answer was 10 years or older. However, the other years have none or a very limited amount of individuals who are dedicated to their organization. This can lead to a decrease in volunteers. When one has customer loyalty with their volunteers, these individuals keep on coming back to each of their events and help volunteer. Also, when having customer loyalty with people, they are able to spread the word to other people about your club, and you can gain both memberships at your club or gain volunteers for events. Another recommendation that I believe will increase the amount of volunteers that you'll have at an event throughout the years is by having guest speakers. By looking at the first graph, more people do not volunteer at sport recreation organizations than those who do. This could be because the people who are volunteering do not enjoy sports as much or have other interests that they would rather volunteer at, and individuals who do enjoy sports could be at practice or just don't volunteer. Looking at the next graph, the ages of individuals who volunteer at organizations are all around the same. However, the numbers are not as high as it should be or even could be. By getting guest speakers to create a speech or a presentation, this is a great way to attract individuals of all ages because sports has no limits. By having a guest speaker come in and talk to others, it can bring kid athletes to come and volunteer because it can be an idol of theirs, or they can just want to meet a professional athlete. By having a professional athlete also, it can bring non-kid athletes who love the game of sports for what they are. Like I said before, a professional athlete is exciting to individuals of all ages, so with a guest speaker, it can bring in more volunteers to an event. Lastly, a professional athlete as a guest speaker can make the atmosphere bigger and better than it was before. In conclusion, volunteering is a good accomplishment that everyone should do at least once every couple of months. You help those around you and even yourself. Sometimes not many volunteers go out and help in every event, but with giving rewards towards the volunteers and hiring professional athletes as guest speakers, it can help bring in those extra volunteers that everyone could use. Volunteering may be time consuming, but it is a good way to give back to the community.